Hi guys, my name is Tinashe and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me this week. It is always such a pleasure to have you guys on board. If it's your first time to see me on your screen, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really help me a lot. I am really trying to grow this channel. If this is not your first time seeing me and you've been watching my content thus far, I really do appreciate you. Thank you. So today what we have is a hair video. I haven't done these in a while. As you can see right now, my hair is actually just in a protective style. Like for me nowadays, this is what I'm doing to just protect my hair. But I thought I should just do a video because of one setback that I had earlier on. And it's actually that setback that made me want to just revisit taking better care of my hair. And just embark on that learning process, which I am still doing right now. So today what we're going to talk about is how I managed to overcome protein overload. So how I realized that I had protein overload, I would just see the state of my hair. My hair was limp, it was a bit lifeless. There was just something off with it. So even if you wash it and you do something to it, it was just not in the best of states. It was not healthy. So I said to myself, I need to find out what's wrong with my hair. So I started just watching a bit more of hair videos on YouTube, just find out more with reference to what I can do better. So upon that, that's when I just realized that, I need to do better with reference to taking care of my hair. Even though at that particular moment in time, I actually thought I was doing well with reference to taking care of my hair, but that was not the case. So when I decided to take that first step, I just watched a lot of YouTube content to just find out what exactly is happening with my hair, and then I realized that I had protein overload. So these are the things that I did to help me with reference to moving away from that, because right now my hair, let me just remove it so that you can see how my hair is looking right now. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. So as you can see, this is my hair right now. I just washed it yesterday. It is in very good condition. Washed it yesterday. It's just that I'm preparing for the week, so I want to see what I can do to it. So anyway, let me just put it back in the bun. You've now seen what my hair is looking like. So the one thing that I did was to identify what my problem was, and clearly for me the problem was protein overload. Before then, I really would just use a treatment. Here in Kenya, they call it a deep condition treatment. They just call it treatment. So I remember I would go into the shop and just buy any treatment that I found there, and I'll just buy it with reference to whatever it is the shop attendant is telling me that, oh, so this one is good, this one is good. So I realized I was buying products that had a lot of protein, and I would always use that in my hair. So in as much as I was going to the salon, because I remember at that particular moment in time I'd go to the salon a lot, so as much as I was going to the salon for them to take care of my hair, I would always be infusing my hair with protein. So now with that, you can imagine so many weeks are coming on, and here you are just putting protein in your hair. Weeks become months, they become years. So before I knew it, my hair had too much protein. The first step is just to identify what your problem is, because at times it could be moisture. At times you have moisture overload and you need to infuse some protein into that, but for me it was the other way around. So what I did now was to learn how to read ingredients. So in as much as the times you go into the shop to buy your products, etc., you realize that when you're there, the attendant is telling you just things that are maybe say new in the shop, or things that they know works, and for you maybe you cannot read the ingredients to see just the content. You don't need to be an expert when it comes to reading the ingredients list, but you should know some of the common names for say protein, some of the common names for say moisture, and if the first five ingredients, if they are say moisture, then it's leaning more to the moisture as opposed to the protein. If they say the first five ingredients are leaning towards protein, then that is a protein heavy product. So I learned how to read the ingredients. So even if I'm going to a shop and the attendant is helping me, I was very clear as to, okay, thank you, this is a very good product, but now I can also read and ascertain whether this is what my hair needs or not. The other thing that I did, and this is something that I never really used to do before, was to clarify my hair. So I remember when I would clarify my hair before, I would feel like my hair becomes too squeaky clean, and now I didn't know what to do with it afterwards, because it just felt like it was now too dry. So I really never used to clarify it. So that's one of the things. When you have a lot of protein in your hair, you also need to clarify your hair so that it can remove that buildup of protein. So given that that's something that I was not doing before, I started incorporating that into my routine. The good thing about products nowadays is that they write on the package whether it's moisture rich or it is a clarifying, say, shampoo or not. So for me, the thing that I did, I just went to Carrefour. I just looked for something that was written clarifying, and I remember I bought the clarifying shampoo and also the clarifying conditioner. The conditioner, I really didn't need a clarifying conditioner, because now after you've clarified, you need to infuse moisture into your hair. But at that particular moment in time, I was still learning, and I still am now. So it's only now that I know better. But at least the clarifying shampoo, it really helps to remove that buildup, and also it just reduces that protein that was already infused in your hair. So that's one thing that I actually did not know about before, and now given that I was doing better with reference to my hair, I managed to just discover that I need to be clarifying my hair. And as much as they say that you should be having set time as to when you should be clarifying etc, for me, I just look at my hair and I just see what it needs at that particular moment in time. Like, say I had a gel hairstyle this past weekend, so I just clarified my hair when I was shampooing, and that really helps. So make sure that if, say, you are feeling like you have a bit of protein overload, clarify your hair. I was listening to Dominic Baker. She also does some hair content on her channel, and for her, she also has some protein overload. For what she did was, she went 3 weeks, or was it 4 weeks straight, just clarifying her hair for her to be able to remove that protein overload. So you see, those are some of the ways that people remove such protein load within their hair. But for me, it wasn't that intense. I would just clarify here and there, but it wasn't like straight 3-4 weeks. But with time, that was corrected. The other thing that I did was to just revamp my products. Like I told you before, I would go into the hair shop and I would buy whatever it is that the attendant is telling me to buy. I did an empties video and I was telling you some of the products that I bought and the ones that I said I would buy again or not. There was a Hawaiian silky product there. And I remember when I bought that, I even bought the leave-in conditioner, and that was a keratin leave-in conditioner. So you can imagine, I've used that treatment, and then I'm also using a leave-in conditioner that has that's high with reference to keratin. So then I thought I was doing well with reference to my hair, but that was not the case. So you also need to just look at your products and revamp them so that you find out what your hair needs or not. So that's the time now I discovered pre-pooing with your oils, and how you can also use your oils as a treatment. I also discovered the 3-minute Miracle Moist from Aussie. Really good product. That one, no frills, moisture based. It's really going to help you with reference to that. And ever since then, I've also just been going into hair shops to just look at what are the products that are there that are, say, moisture rich, so that if I'm feeling like I've put too much protein in my hair or I need that balance, I can always be using something that is moisture based. Like when I did my wash day this particular weekend, I knew I needed just a bit of moisture, because it's been cold around here. It's been hot and cold actually, so my hair felt like it needed a bit of moisture. But I know next weekend I'll be putting protein, like a deep protein treatment in my hair, because now it's about that time. So one of the things that I've also just discovered with reference to just the revamping of products, I also discovered the Afo-G. The protein treatment for Afo-G is A1. It smells, though, just to highlight that to you, it smells. But for me, I know when I use that protein product, I can go for like a month just using moisture-based products. and then now use it again next month. So I can do it like after a month, and then you can actually see that your hair needed that protein because now it's of its performance. Yeah, so make sure that you also just revamp your products, look through the stash that you have so that you can be using your products as per when your hair needs that particular product. So that's what I did as well, and I'm seeing very good results. The other thing that I discovered was not that I wasn't using it before. My hair loves hair mayonnaise as well, and hair mayonnaise is not a very deep say protein treatment, but it works really well. So also just look for things that your hair loves. So I can alternate. I can say use the Afro-G, and then now say next month I use say the hair mayonnaise. But what I've noticed with the hair mayonnaise, it's not as strong as say the Afro-G. So for the Afro-G, I know I will take a bit longer for me to want to use a protein treatment again as compared to the hair mayonnaise. Hair mayonnaise, I'll take a bit shorter when my hair just starts screaming to say that it needs some protein. The other thing that I just discovered was that sadly in the market there are not so many products that are say moisture alone. So you need to be able to read that ingredients list so that you can see where the balance is. Is it so much moisture and a little bit of protein, etc. So that's very important for you to know so that you can do better if you do have protein overload. Then the other thing that I just realized that worked for me when I was going through that phase, and that's still working for me right now, is just being in tune with your hair. Your hair is just like how you're in tune with say your health or your body or your, you know, because it's also part of you. So just be in tune with your hair. Make sure that you know what it needs. I know for me, when I'm not drinking a lot of water, I can already see it in my skin. I can already see it in my hair or feel it, you know. So get in tune with what your hair needs, what it does not like. If say I get to 8 weeks post relaxer, my hair does not want to be touched too much. My scalp becomes so painful. Also, the other thing say that I can mention right now is that my hair loves being attended to every week. I know someone might just say every week, how do you have the time for that? So it's just like you having self-care moments. So for me, that is my self-care as well. So just be in tune with what your hair needs, and then you'll do better with reference to that. So I think those are just the few things that I thought that I should highlight with you guys as to what you can do when you do have protein overload. It's not the end of the world. It's not like your hair is doomed now, you need to cut it. No, there are ways around it so that you can make your hair healthy. Like I remember even for me, during that time I actually trimmed it. I trimmed it because for me I was facing protein overload, and then I was also facing there's someone who was doing my hair at that particular moment in time, and they were very rough with my hair. So my hair became uneven. It was just looking unhealthy. So you can imagine at that particular moment in time, what I did was just I just cut it. I got a very good cut, and now I'm working towards just, you know, maintaining health, making sure that I also enhance whatever it is health wise, and then also making sure that hopefully it grows, because if your hair is healthy, it's definitely going to grow and you're actually going to see the results. I just thought I should share with you guys what I did with reference to having too much protein overload in my hair. Let me know in the comment section below what else you'd like to see from me. Is this video helpful? Do you also have any protein overload? What have you guys done about it? Let's engage in the comment section below. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate your time. Make sure that you take care of yourself and you also take care of your loved ones. Thank you. Bye.